Okay. So we're going to move now to the next technique, which is a full assembly of everything that you've practiced before. And here's how you do it. You start by bringing the back of your tongue up to the space behind the upper molars. Balance right and left. And with those 2 points in place, gently and slowly lower and cup your tongue until you feel something in your palate above the cup of the tongue. Breathe across it. Make it sensitized. In your mind's eye, gaze into and through it. By cupping your tongue slightly more, cause that sensation to go into your nasal cavity. Let your nasal cavity dilate, open up. Connected with your palate and your cupped tongue. You may find yourself opening more completely in back at the back end of your nostrils. They begin at the upper rear throat. The sensation does. Now that you've got that sensation in your palate and nasal passage, maintain that sensation as you slowly bring the tip of your tongue in contact with the place in your palate that allows you to continue to feel your palate and nasal passage the same place. Equalize pressure of the tip of your tongue and the back of your tongue in those 2 places in back. Now you're feeling your cupped tongue, your palate, your nasal cavity. You're gazing into and through it. Gently do floating palate technique. Feel the pull that draws your palate down and changes how your head wants to rest at the top of your neck. While doing floating palate, notice your lower jaw wants to help, wants to close slightly when you're pressing or lifting your tongue up, and to drop as your tongue gently lowers, drawing your palate down. Slow down now more and more. In order for your palate to track with your lower jaw, you need to keep slowing down until you feel the proper pace. Now your lower jaw gently comes up, and as in the bite the tongue technique, your lower jaw helps your tongue to be seated in its upper position. Then as you let your lower jaw drop a bit, your tongue gently, slightly decreases pressure in that place up and behind the upper rear teeth. The effects are even greater. Continue to gaze at, into, and through the place in your nasal passage. Now bring your tongue up. Your lower jaw gently helps. And press your tongue very slightly forward against the upper rear teeth or whatever you're in contact with. You'll feel a change in the bone pressure. Your facial bones gently come loose and come a bit forward. Maintain the floating palate and the bite your tongue technique. This technique would be particularly helpful with really crusty items on which you're running the gold key release or other tetraseed transformation procedures.